Now, we're going to talk about security systems because this is kind of an interesting issue. Tell us what you're seeing, especially in this real estate transaction. You go out there. Tell us what you're seeing out there.
Sure. So what we developed is a smart home assessment program for sellers and for buyers, just to be able to go into properties and define the state of what's going on in the home as far as, is it smart or is it dumb, right? Right. What we do is we offer a home assessment program where we come in at different price points, different scopes to assess where the home is at and bring everything to the forefront so that it can be disclosed during that transaction if there's any needs of the system to be updated, taken care of, or whatever. The other thing that we've been working with Jason and his team on is like, hey, what can we do if both parties decide that we want this as is? How do we remove that liability from the broker's side, either side of the transaction? So we're developing a waiver program, right, for the smart home assessments. And so what we're seeing today, even as recent as last week, I was on a project where they had a heavy investment in a lighting control system that is completely obsolete. So we provided the seller a quote to have it updated. Ended up being $26,000.
Oh, wow.
Right? So what we're seeing, right, is that a lot of agents and brokers are just turning a blind eye to it because they don't understand it. The seller, right, is using that as a tool in negotiating. So is the buyer, like, hey, who's going to pay for this? What are we going to do with pricing? Is it going to be to code? Like all these things. So there's really a consumer affairs issue that kind of goes along with this.
What he said is really true. This is getting overlooked. Like realtors are turning a blind eye.
The seller may not even know.
Right. Yeah. So that's where I think it takes the responsibility of a realtor to get educated, with people listening to a radio show like this, because they could get themselves in real hot water because
By accident.
Exactly right. They could be very good intention, right? But filling out the seller's disclosure form is key. In order to do that properly would be to get some sort of an evaluation to see if your home is smart or is it dumb, right? And that way you avoid the pitfalls of a deal falling through because there's so much confusion. Many real estate agents will just say, oh, yeah, it's a smart home system. It's a little older, but yeah, it's cool. The home inspector, like he said, is not going to check that out. They're not going to tell you if it's working or not. So this is actually a very important talking point in the way technology is evolving over the years with smart home systems.